Are you a big fan of acrylic paints to work on different mediums and willing to paint your glassware? Do you want to paint glass vases, jars, bottles or mirrors with acrylic paint to show off your artwork? To paint glass with acrylic paint is fun-oriented and pretty satisfying. This post will help you to know all about acrylic paints and glass, how you can select the best acrylic paint to work on a variety of glass objects and flaunt your creations. Can you use acrylic paint on glass? Yes, you can paint glass with acrylic paint, but you need to select the right glass, the best type of acrylic paint and paintbrushes to paint with. You should know the correct ways to prepare glass for acrylic paint and how to dry, cure and bake your glass properly to make your work presentable. Though acrylic paint is durable, work with the right consistency of paint, otherwise, acrylic paint will peel off or crack with time. Read on to know how to use acrylic paint on glass to create an elegant piece of art. Can you use acrylic paint on glass? To paint glass, acrylic paint is the all-time favorite and is extensively used by both the expert artist and the learner. Acrylic paints are handy, easy to use and easy to clean, and can easily adhere to any surface. Yes, acrylic paint can be used on a variety of mediums including glass. While painting glass, not all acrylic paints go well because of the smooth surface of the glass. Acrylic enamel paint is more suitable for glass because it sticks well to the glass surface. It is important to prepare your glass for enamel paint by cleaning it thoroughly and applying a primer. Select the right acrylic paint for glass. Do you want to paint some adorable patterns on your glass windows for a special occasion? While painting glass, the selection of the right type of acrylic paint depends on the needs of your project. If you are painting your glass for an outdoor project, you require a paint that can resist water and UV rays and does not fade out with time. You should also ensure that whether you want durable, water-resistant paints or temporary paints that can easily be removed. What is the best acrylic paint for glass? When you select permanent acrylic paint to work on glass, choose the top quality paints to get amazing results. Two types of acrylic paints stick well on glass, such as acrylic enamel paint and acrylic window paint. Acrylic enamel paint is the best paint that can adhere well to the smooth surface of the glass and is more durable. You need to prepare the glass before you start your artwork on the glass surface. How to choose the right paint brush? While painting with acrylic paint, soft and natural bristle brushes are the best choice to create an amazing piece of art. Select the shape and size of your paintbrush according to the needs of your glass project, a flat brush to spread the base coat and a small round brush for fine details. Sponges are used for special effects, pouncers and daubers for polka dots and small details. Select the correct type of glass. Do you want to paint glass for fun or to show off your artwork? Before you gather your supplies, it would be good to comprehend the purpose and process of painting glass with acrylic paint. You can paint a variety of glass objects depending on the curing process. If you are using sealant to secure your acrylic paint, then you are free to choose any type of glass vases, jars, tables, cabinets, bulbs, windows and doors. Which glass is best for acrylic paint? Choose the glass that is strong and flexible enough to withstand rapid shifts in temperature and possess a great coefficient of expansion, otherwise, acrylic paint along with glass will crack when glass expands and contracts due to temperature fluctuations. Dinnerware and a piece of window glass with medium thickness, 1/4 inch, is the ideal medium to paint with acrylic. You can paint glass bowls, mugs, cake stands, glass planters and many more. Though acrylic paint is non-toxic but should not be painted on the inner sides of the dinnerware to keep your food safe. Required material to paint glass. To paint glass with acrylic paint, the required material depends on the needs of your projects. You can gather your painting material from a craft store or you can get it online through Amazon. The material required for your project is as follows. Your selected piece of glass to paint on. Acrylic enamel paint or acrylic glass paint. A palette to spread or mix your paints. A pattern, design or stencil rubbing alcohol and cotton balls to clean the glass and to correct your mistake while painting. A glass outliner used to get stained glass affects the acrylic clear medium used for thinning glass paint. Glass paint markers used for small details, touch-ups and writing. Different paint brushes depending on the requirements of your project. Sealant spray used for decorative glass to protect the paint. Sealant cannot be used on dinnerware or glass used for serving food. How to prepare the glass. Before you start painting your glass, some preparation is necessary to make glass an ideal object to work with. Wash your glass with soap and water and dry it in the air. Now wear latex gloves and wipe the glass with white vinegar or rubbing alcohol so that no dust and oil remain clinging to it. Let it air dry. Do not touch the glass barehanded to avoid finger imprints or marks on the glass. Painting glass with acrylic paint, tips and tricks. You only need brushes and sponges to start your artwork. But if you are a learner, some ideas will help you to make your work easy and satisfying. Some important points to follow are given below. You can place a design or stencil image at the inner side of the glass and cover it with tape. Now trace the outline of the pattern with a marker. To protect acrylic paint from peeling and chipping, cover the edges of the glassware with tape. Apply the base coat over the entire surface if you want to paint the whole glass, otherwise no need to apply the base coat. Let it dry for an hour. Don't add water to glass paint, rather use a clear medium to make it dilute and translucent. Any mistake can be wiped out with a cotton ball if the paint is wet. While painting, prick the air bubble that appears in the paint. Don't mix paints of a different consistency to avoid uneven texture and bad effects. How to dry and cure acrylic paint on glass. After painting your glass with acrylic paint, let it dry for 24 hours. Acrylic paint can be cured as follows. Apply a sealant to give acrylic paint a glossy finish, durability on your decorative glass. You can put it in the sun for 21 days to make it strong and cured. For larger glass objects, you can use a blow dryer at medium heat to cure the paint. How to bake acrylic paint on glass. You can cure acrylic paint by baking it in the oven at 300–350 F for 30 minutes. Be careful, don't preheat the oven, and your glass should be able to withstand high heat and rapid temperature changes. Securing your glass paint by baking in the oven involves selecting a perfect and flawless glass of small size with good COE. Large pieces of glass cannot be baked in a regular conventional oven, a professional kiln is required. Most asking questions. What type of acrylic paint is best to use on glass? Ordinary acrylic paint does not stick well to glass because of its smooth surface. The best acrylic paint to work on the glass is acrylic enamel paint, which is available in a wide range of bright colors, easy to apply, and is more durable than ordinary paint. Is it necessary to apply primer on glass before? Yes, it's essential to apply primer on a clean glass to prepare it for the acrylic paint to stick on it. Primer works as a base coat and makes the glass surface less smooth so that acrylic paint adheres well to the glass. Bottom lines. Acrylic paint has been used to paint on different mediums and glass objects since ancient times. It's a versatile paint and can easily be used to create a masterpiece of art if you know its usage, care and proper handling. Before you begin your work with acrylic paint, it would be beneficial to get fully aware of the acrylic paints, suitable glass, correct ways to prepare, paint, seal, cure and bake your glass to make your art and craft attractive and long-lasting. We have provided you with all the basic information, important tips and tricks to work skillfully with acrylic paint and create a gorgeous piece of artwork. Hope you will have fun while painting your glass project.